King Nation over Slate and over Chronicle. Got the new microphone. I'm lit about that. Feeling a little professional tonight. But y'all know the cue. We get in 15 minutes early to get people time to get their popcorn, get their drinks ready, get their edibles. Because I'm learning that with this community, it's a lot of edibles eating around here when we do the podcast. But yeah, tonight gonna be a great podcast. One of the things I love for y'all to do at the beginning is let me know y'all in the building, man. And if I've never seen you before and know you, tell me where you from, what's your astrology sign, and welcome to the channel. Also, I want to make some updates and say some things. Delta Roots is in the building. Mama S, where you from, and what's your zodiac sign? And want to make some announcements. So I have a lot of things I want to do with the channel. I got a lot of new ventures. Been talking to some people that are very business savvy to make things happen. It's not a mandatory thing that I'm asking, but this is a thing if you really want to help grow the channel. I am right now. I'm asking everybody. Not every podcast is not mandatory, but if you feel generous sometimes. Dream, okay, to send a super chat. Send a super chat or a donation. It could be $1, $2, $3, whatever. Whatever proceeds you send will go strictly to the channel. Meaning that everything that comes in this channel right here will go to growing the channel and will go to doing better things. Like I want to do a pop the balloon astrology. I want to go out of town to some of these places I've never been before, like Las Vegas, and meet up with some people that always want to do things and get on a higher scale. Maybe have a TV show. I don't know what could happen. But like I say, not mandatory, but anybody who send these super chats, even if it's just $1, $2, whatever, $100, whatever, it's going to be appreciated, and definitely I appreciate that. So I do sessions too. That's different. It's not about the money and not mandatory, but if you do it, I appreciate it. If you don't, it's fine too. I love you the same way. Also, I want to say majority of our income off of the video, off of lives come after the show. So when you're a part of the show, it makes the show. And if you watch it after the show, it supports the show. So if you missed the show or you come in late, what up, Kim in the building? Make sure, I appreciate that. Appreciate that donation, Miss Vona. But if you come in after the show and watch it, don't feel like you missed it. That supports the channel. So with that being said, give a little time for people to sit in. I got a good podcast today. Methodically, what I've done is I've been in order pretty much. The active separation was about separating your placements to know the difference between the two and being able to isolate the situations, because it's going to be very important in this next podcast. So yeah, let me put a like on here. Tonight we're talking about how to love, man. They're gonna get real deep, man. We're gonna talk about some deep stuff. I just want to say this right here. Akeem, Delta, this, everybody. I tried to spark that movement. Oh, okay. Sunset Chase, a long time no see. Where you been? Forgot your zodiac, girl. Homie. Dang. Re-announce yourself. Sunset is not a new person, though. Appreciate that donation. Thank you. Appreciate that. Like I said, all proceeds will go to the channel. I do want to do pop the balloon with astrology. I do want to do things that's going to be about getting y'all more network, more things to watch and stand behind. And even if like I get bigger or something, it will make it where y'all know y'all supported me to get me there. I really want to help people out. Gemini female from Dallas. Okay, Texas. Okay. I'm headed to Colorado. Yeah. So that was up. Happy you back in the building. Got a deep conversation for everybody tonight, and I appreciate the support. So we're not gonna start yet, but I'm just gonna let everybody know that all the men in the building, women, I appreciate you. Love y'all. Y'all are the driving force. I got like 85% women and like 25%, 15% men or whatever. You know I got you. Gemini Mars is well, okay. Gemini Mars, and we appreciate that, Sunset. But I'm going to be honest. The men who come in here are amazing. The women are amazing too, but I really want to point out the men who are in the building. Spirituality is a femininity that a lot of men are shy from. And it's hard to find a man who's into astrology and who into the spiritual form. A lot of men will be able to compete with you with how much money they make, how strong they are, all these things. But men who really are into astrology, learning the depths of a woman, will always have the upper hand. I'm telling you right now, I've competed against more better looking men, better money and everything. I'm telling you right now, the men who come in here and learn about women and learn about their placements from a spiritual point of view will always have the upper hand over people who think they can buy a woman, think they can make a woman be what they want off of how they look and everything else. So let me let you know right now, women, I enjoy you. Y'all are the driving force of the channel. But men, damn, y'all doing it. Y'all really doing it. I'm just saying, right? I'm telling you straight up. Men out here, y'all are really a unique bunch of people. And like I say, femininity is ruled by spirituality. We're meant to rule the sun, which is the masculine business world and stuff. But to know both sides makes you so much unique and so much more powerful. And I appreciate you the same way. So keep coming back, man. Appreciate it, for real. Appreciate it. I don't know many men who are into astrology. See? Yep. It's okay, y'all. Y'all night, Ace. I mean, y'all nights tonight. Jose, where you from? And what's your zodiac sign? Welcome to the channel. Lily, hey, I'm a Libra. Scorpio, Cuspio. Okay. Mars and Gemini. Bet. All right, we're gonna jump it off. We're gonna jump it off a little early. Even though we're waiting for people to get in the building, start off early. I just want to say, if you're confused about this podcast, then watch the active separation. It helps out a little bit. This is a series of podcasts. I'm gonna start doing series to really dominate the subject, and this is gonna help a lot of people out. How to love is about the subject tonight. A lot of women has been in my inbox about troubles with relationships. When I look at a sign, I know why. I know 100% why. And it's not something that you should change, more or less, than something you should be aware of. Hey, yo, bro, got to link up one of these pilots. Love. Definitely, bro, definitely. I don't know what y'all route is. We do the West Coast South. Right now I'm in Colorado. But definitely, that'd be dope for me to finally meet you, King. But back to what I was saying. Tonight we talking about how to love. So the question is, as much as y'all watch the channel and stuff, I don't want it to be just an entertaining thing off my energy or my personality to make y'all laugh. I really want y'all to get something from it. So knowing the complications of having placements is what we're going to talk about tonight. Some placements are very complicated in women, and some placements are going to be more complicated in men. And they really differ by opposites and things you want. So first of all, I want to say that masculinity, if you're not aware, if you haven't been watching, masculine energy is your air and your fire placements. Feminine placements are ground and water. So women, when y'all dating somebody, the more water and ground a man has are going to be more likely for them to get in a relationship. Not saying if you have fire and air placements in your chart, gentlemen, you ain't going to run a relationship. It just may be a little bit more challenging, and it may take a very unique type of woman to get it. Women with masculine energy, y'all going to have a lot of success in the business world. Y'all going to have a lot of independent alpha or masculine words put on you. It doesn't mean you can't be in a relationship, but it does mean that you're going to have to be knowledgeable about these placements because they can combat with other placements. So that's the thing to know. If a man have feminine energy, women, don't look at him as weak. That's a positive if you want a family situation out of them. Men, if she has a masculine placement, don't look at her like she's undateable, but look at her, she's going to have qualities when it comes to 50-50 relationships. A woman that's going to provide also, and a woman that's going to be independent and not going to be super clingy. No offense, Cancer, but it's the truth. So, like I say, both of those variables going to help with finding your mate. And believe it or not, men, if you have a masculine placement, you're going to want a masculine energy in a woman. Women, if you have a feminine placement, you're going to want that to be nourished by a feminine placement and a man. Anything that you overdo is going to be bad. What up, Victor in the building? Anything that y'all overdo is bad. That's one thing y'all gotta understand. I have a lot of masculine energy, and I have one feminine placement. That's my moon. That's my emotions. Probably the best place to have a feminine energy if you're a man, but I still have one there. So the thing about it is, even if you're a masculine dominant women or men, you're feminine dominant, you still have to be able to balance your energy out. Even if a woman has a lot of feminine placements, they can't be overly feminine. Overly feminine means you pretty much a slave. You have no say-so in nothing. You're incapable of doing anything without you tapping into your essence. Masculine men mean that all masculine mean you have no way to value a woman's opinion. You have no way to value a woman's presence. And you more like just do what I tell you to do and shut up type of energy. So a lot of men like to have masculine energy. It's great, but it still needs some femininity in there for relationships. It's good in the business world. And a lot of women like feminine energy, but also you're going to need some masculinity in there too to make that man not have to overly work to be in a relationship. Yeah, we're getting a little political too, but it's all spiritual. So let me read some of these comments. Mama S says my top 3: Aries, Libra, Sagittarius, Venus, Taurus. So all of your placements are pretty much masculine energies outside Taurus. Lily say my Venus in Scorpio. Definitely. Wow, okay. Anybody got any question about what I just said about the masculine and feminine energy, which I'm not going to get too much into, but it's going to be a major factor in this podcast tonight. Going to be huge to understanding why you struggle in relationships and why things are not working out properly. Give a second to get anybody any questions about that, about the masculine and feminine energy. And just because you are signed and you have masculine or feminine energy, don't mean you get to spread your wings and be whatever you want to be to the fullest, because you got to look at the other sign and see if that sign capable of dealing with you. Some signs can only deal with so much. For instance, I have Aries Venus. To ask a Gemini energy to deal with my full Aries energy is not fair on that Gemini energy. I need to send you my chart. Pisces is my chart. Outweighs my Aries sun. Definitely send it to me. What about Gemini Aries? I was just about to say this. See, Frankie, where's your zodiac and where you from? I'm gonna be honest with you. I have both placements, so I can talk highly about both. Feminine, masculine energy are not what people think. Is more deeply spiritual. Definitely, Delta. Definitely. So I want to answer both of y'all. So before anybody go outside of what Delta say, remember this. Remember this cardinal rule. All feminine energy rules family. I don't care. Masculine is not anywhere in the family circuit. Now, what masculinity does is they bring an enforcement, a order, a motivation into the family atmosphere. When masculine energy hits a feminine surrounding, it becomes an alpha. So an alpha is a masculine sign, Aries, Leo, Aquarius, who enters the moon or Venus or any type of feminine atmosphere. I did my studies on this. So that becomes an alpha. An alpha is not an alpha when you're by yourself. An alpha needs family to become an alpha. If you're by yourself and you're making it work and doing everything by yourself like I am, you're more of a sigma. A sigma is by I. I equals Aries, which is I am, which is exalted in the sun. So you need family to become an alpha. You're not an alpha by yourself. Alpha are a leader. You can't lead yourself. It don't work that way. So that's the crazy thing about it. And I'll get deep into that later about the energy. Feminine, okay. Why Gemini like fire? Okay, so I'm gonna tell you my opinion, and I'm gonna tell you what society tell you, and both of them not wrong. I have a Gemini Mars. I mean, I act like a Gemini. I lust like a Gemini. And I have an Aries Venus. If y'all been watching the videos, I love like an Aries do. My ruling planet is Aries. So if anybody know about Gemini energy and Aries energy, I know. When I date or talk to an Aries woman, it's weird to say this, but Gemini like danger. I don't know why. Gemini like danger and Gemini likes power. It's still a masculine sign. But I always said if Gemini was born, it would have a mama of a Libra and a dad of an Aries. So with that being said, the two twins have a more Aryan side and a more Libra-like side. One side is more quiet, one side is more louder. They both will be manipulative. But a Gemini is like that toddler who has a little brother that's a baby. The baby's Aries. And the toddler loves to teach the baby new things, sometimes manipulation, sometimes the wrong things. But Aries admires Gemini because Gemini has that fiery air. Like I always say, Gemini's like that boiling hot air that hits you, that can be steam and burn your face. It's just hot. So Aries and Gemini works because Gemini has the power of air, which unites fire or can bring it down. Yes, Aries is powerful, but Gemini can bring that fire out or it can amplify it. Gemini likes that energy around it. So the thing about it is, if Gemini and Aries do work, it's because Gemini allows it to work. I'm being honest. I'm not knocking Aries, but Aries don't change too much. Gemini can go back and forth. So I know for a fact with my Gemini Mars, sometimes I love Aries energy and sometimes they get on my freaking nerves because Gemini energy is about thinking before your actions, even though your actions are fiery, and it's methodically put down. And sometimes Aries don't think about what they're doing. They go off feelings and go, and that upsets Gemini. Sometimes it makes Gemini proud. It just depends on what layer of the twin you lie on. So it can work, but it can be horrible too. It all depends more or less on the Gemini. Do Gemini want to continue to teach Aries with a fast twitch system, or do they want to give up on them or use them as a crash out? Because Aries, I'm sorry to say, Aries is a good crash out. They're good crashes out. Some people say it's good friends. Some people say it's liabilities, depending on how you look at the spectrum. So that's why Aries and Gemini work out. If any air sign gets Aries, it's going to be Gemini, because Gemini has the heart of an Aries and feels their energy. I hope I answered that. Let's keep it moving. Yeah, Gemini can be fiery and lit sometimes. Yes. Alpha Wolf only applies to the pack. Definitely. 100% what Delta says. Alpha only applies to a pack. A pack represents family. Don't get it twisted. What up, Cancer girl? You are not an alpha without a family. So the spectrum of the yin and the yang, yang being men and yin being women, Cancer rules family. That's why they beating everybody in the versus battle. If y'all see my IG, I seen y'all little versus battles. Cancer be beating everybody ass. Sorry. Leo rules the sun. The sun represents business, civilization, buildings, all these things with society. And Cancer rules family. All of the signs are under Cancer when it comes to family. So with that being said, a Leo has a very significant role. A Leo cannot be a king or a queen. I'm sorry to knock you, Leos. You're not a king or a queen without Cancer's help. Cancer helps Leo by providing a pride in the family. I know it sucks. Lioness and Leo, you're not a king or queen, no matter how much you want to put the crown on your head, without a family. You have to have a family to be a queen or a king. Troublesome. I know what it is, but I'm not here to fluff you up. As much as I love Leo energy, you're not a queen or a king without a family. Astrology, mythology, medieval, whatever you want to call it. I like Gemini. We like adventure, fun, playful, but we need guidance. Definitely Oracle, Monica in the building. But I always like Aries as a Gemini. I can see it. I like Gemini too. I mean, I like Aries too, but sometimes they get on my nerves. I'm being honest. It's like, okay, I'll tell you some example. I have an Aries Mercury, so My most hardest sign to understand for me with the Aries Mercury is Gemini Mercury. It's because they can play around my Aries side. I had a CDL teacher who would say stuff like, go down this road, but there could be a pot right there. It might not be a pot right there, but it is. You need to know about it. What I might be joking with you about, I might not be joking with you. Pay attention to the light right here, but it's not a light right here. But if it was a light right here, and Aries just like, is there a light or is there a pot? Let me know. And when I date women with Gemini Mercury, they can say, I could be mad with you, but I'm not really mad with you. But if I was mad with you, this, that, they just go all over the place. And Aries is the baby, so it's like, I can move fast, but you got to tell me the direction, what way to go. So what it is Gemini can simplify and say, look, just go straight, bro. You good. I got you. And it'd be a great relationship. But I'm being honest. I'm warning you, Aries energies. As powerful you are, if a Gemini want to fuck with you, they can. I'm telling you right now. If Gemini want to put all these circumstances don't exist and you out here snatching, they can get you. So like I say, it's up to Gemini to make that work. If Gemini and Aries in a relationship, if the relationship ends, I'm blaming on Gemini. Hands down. Gemini, you're older than Aries. You're more responsible. You're more knowledgeable. You know how to deal with fire. You know how to deal with air. Aries only know how to deal with fire. That's the baby. You're the toddler. If the baby get in trouble, it's the toddler's fault. So Gemini, Aries, I'm not telling you not to date, but Gemini, you have more, you rule by Mercury. You have more understanding to get it right. You know what you're getting with Aries. Gemini, you don't know. Two sides. So I'm not saying it don't work. It can work magnificent. But Gemini, you know Aries can get on your nerves. Are you going to be cool with that or not? It just is what it is. What about Libra and Cancer? I'll get back to Antoinette. What's your zodiac and where you from? You're not a stranger though, Jamie. So I know exactly who you are, but just a long time seeing your chart. I'm working on thinking before I react. Erica in the building. What's your zodiac and where you from? Taurus and Gemini can make good friends. That's about it. That's replacements coming in hand. If you ain't watched the last podcast, watch it, please, because we get all our money off of you watching it after it's recorded. But we need people in the building. What up, Stu, in the building? I'm trying to get everybody who watched the podcast to realize Mars and Venus is being ignored. And you need to know that. I am a Taurus. I have a Gemini Mars. So by the way I act, I attract Aquariuses, Geminis, and Libras. Off the way I act, my actions, my personality. But by the way I look, I attract Capricorns, Virgos, Cancer #1. They look at me and say, Taurus, wow, let me have you. Libra too. But they get to know me and they see I act like a Gemini. Some of them, like, I don't give a damn. Cancer is very feisty and naive to the fact that I'm not a Taurus Mars. I act like a Gemini. I'm a Gemini Mars. And then the funny thing is, when I start to love somebody in my Venus, it's Arian. It's Aries. So the Mars and Venus is so important. Women, y'all love in y'all Mars, and y'all act in y'all Venus. Men, we act in our Mars, and we love in our Venus. The mannerism and essence is important because it's the style we're going to do it in. But at the end of the day, I've had Cancer, not so much Cancer, because Cancer just determined to get it. But Virgos and Capricorn look at me like, you don't act like you look. You don't act like you look. Something off about you. There's something wrong with you. And I'm trying to teach everybody who come to the channel, stop looking at the sun signs. I'm telling you, every sun sign has something the opposite or the same side, compatible side can have. Every Libra got fire, air, water, ground. Every Aquarius got fire, air, water, and ground. Everything has something you have in there. It's all about matching up with your placements. And we're going to get into that deeper. We're going to really get deep into that. What up, Miss Stewart in the building? Ace, Sun, Cancer with Moon, with Scorpio Moon, double water with Scorpio Sun, Virgo Moon, Mars, Taurus for female, Sagittarius, Mars for man, Venus, Aquarius. You dropping a lot on me, man. Venus, Cancer woman, that is my child mom. And I remember you asked me, is Virgo and Scorpio compatible? And it could be compatible, but it's not the best compatibility for Virgo. And I know a lot of Scorpios can get mad. Scorpios, you're not the best compatibility for Virgo. You are a compatibility, but but Pisces will always be number one. I don't care. I lived it. Pisces is number one compatibility with Virgo, hands down, not even close. Virgo see Pisces energy in Scorpio, and Cancer energy also can be like Pisces energy. But really, the honest, hard truth, Virgo loves Pisces energy, believe it or not. I'm telling you, I'm a living Virgo moon, I know. But yeah, comment time. I'm getting ahead of myself. My Venus is in Cancer, so you got like a Cancer, but you love like a Gemini, which is the number one, no offense, Miss Sunset, is the number one, what up, Ghost Ride in the building? It's one of the number one complicated signs to be with. And I'm going to break that down why. I'm going to break it down just a second. I'm not trying to be negative, I'm just being honest. Cancer, Venus loves hard and love family, definitely. It's very true, Delta. This is me for sure. Aries don't think beyond what's present in their face. It's the impulsiveness. Okay, so Miss Cole, I'm not saying you're wrong. I'm not saying you're wrong. You actually right, but I just want you to get the deeper feel for it. And before I get to Kim, I got a long way to go. And I said this about Leo. So every sign has a significance to it that's really deep and really powerful. But we look at things different. So a lot of air signs look at ground signs like you slow as hell. Y'all slow as hell. A lot of ground signs look at air signs like they're not consistent. They're detached. So when you say something, it has a lot to do with your natal chart or what you see at that sign. So you see Aries say, oh my goodness, a Taurus is slow or a Capricorn is slow. And then you'll see a Libra say, no, Capricorn is very fast. That's the fun thing about astrology, and that's why we have compatibilities. Aries, I can see not thinking beyond what's present in their face. But to say Aries is not intuitive is really not understanding Aries. See what it is, Aries feel energy levels, energy. And it's like a baby who feels a energy off a toy or a mom or dad that gives them some type of spark. So that dad or mom or toy can be horrible people, but it's what you present to them that they like. So for my Aries Venus, if my Aries Venus like you, I'm going to ask you to be my girl, marry me. Oh, it's not going to be super fast. I don't really know. It's just what you giving me. You're right. So it's the presence. I'm not saying you're wrong. But all in all, it's something inside you is very special that's bringing my Aries energy out. Not everybody can do that. Some people got to build trust. Like you get a kid who has a teacher they like in kindergarten, they may cry for a while when you leave them with the kindergarten teacher, but after a while, their favorite teacher is the kindergarten teacher. Their favorite person may be even the kindergarten teacher. So like I say, even though the presence is initial, the long-lasting impression of an Aries can still be captivated by the energy that doesn't die. All signs are very intuitive, but it depends on what angle you're looking for. First initiative is very important with Aries energy, but long-lasting is not out the question. It just depends on, can you keep that same energy and that same good feeling. I know for a fact, I've dated women who initially sparked me, and through the years, whenever I felt drained, they could just snap their fingers and get it back again. We're talking about compatibility. So what's compatible with Aries to give you a good and make you feel good? Leo energy, Sagittarius definitely can do it. Gemini can do it. Gemini can definitely get that spark back in you. But if you base it upon sun signs, sun signs can't activate that feel again. It has to be something deeper like Venus or Mars or something. Mars is home to Aries. But let's get deeper. Gemini is key to a lot of relationships because they'll walk away so fast. It's fast to us, bro, but it's not fast to them, be honest. It's not fast to them. The problem is Gemini gets so far ahead of things that by the time you get close to things, they already figured out, so it's faster than you. So like if I get a 10-mile head start, and when I get to the 10th mile, I figure out there's a roadblock, and I decide to turn around, you coming up and saying 10 miles later, which could be 10 minutes later, saying, damn, he turned around fast. But the truth is, I went ahead of you. I know there's a roadblock, so no need for me to go further. Sometimes Gemini don't explain to you that they went ahead of you and figured it out. My Gemini Mars does that. When I meet a woman, I look at a chart, I look at everything they got going on, and then I venture back and I talk to them like I don't know nothing. I do that. So they thinking like, oh my goodness, we learning each other on the same page, we're on the same time, and we're not. I done jumped 10 steps ahead of you. I'm a Gemini Mars. I look like I'm moving slow, I'm a Taurus, but I've learned your natal chart and I've studied you before you even said what's your favorite color. So when I say, oh no, this is not gonna work, you like, oh my goodness, that was fast. Oh hell yeah, I like you. You like, oh damn, that's fast, so I didn't get to know you. It's fast for you. But the truth is, I really went ahead of you and got you and understood what you was capable of doing. What about Gemini and Pisces? That's tricky. That's tricky. I'm gonna get to that. So, there's things about Gemini and Pisces that work and some things that don't work. If all else fails, I'm telling you right now, the key to learning somebody compatibility. If you don't remember signs, characteristics, the best way to look at it is this right here. Masculine energy loves masculine energy. Fuck what social media tell you. It's wrong. So I did my research. A lot of men say, I want a woman to be super submissive and obey me and cherish me and da-da-da-da. Those be men with feminine energy. Nothing wrong with them. I'm not calling them weak because feminine energy is not weak. If you think feminine energy weak, look at Cancer who beating everybody else in the versus battle. Cancer don't play. Cancer is a powerful element and not to be played with at all. So, masculine like masculine energy. I have a Gemini Mars. I like masculine energy. I'm not gay. No offense to gay people. I'm not gay. But I like masculine energy in women. Because my placement say, I don't care about the physical. My placement says I like masculine energy. The longest relationship I've ever been with, Sagittarius, Aries, Leo, those are masculine energies. Gemini, that's masculine energies. So, with that being said, Pisces is feminine. It's actually double feminine because from a feminine planet, it's a feminine sign. People get mistaken because Pisces have 2 fish and Gemini has 2 twins, or a twin set. It get complicated because Pisces can become anybody or anything he wants to be in the dream world. Gemini is intrigued by that, but Gemini is still about more of the mental, and Pisces lies in the spiritual, because spiritual is in the feminine realm. So it's tricky. It's just really tricky. Pisces can love anybody they want to love, to be honest. And we can't question why or what or when and where. Gemini wants to know why, what, or when and where. I want to know why you like me, what you see attractive about me. Pisces just emotionally attached to people. And I've seen bad girls become good girls with certain hosts. And I've seen good girls become bad girls with certain hosts. Pisces is like of the dream world. So they can envision things in their dream, in their soul, in their spirit. And they can be with you and everybody be like, why the hell you date that mother? He's horrible. And the person can be horrible. And the Pisces can become horrible because they dating a horrible person. That's how tricky Pisces is. Gemini's a different element. Gemini don't become the person. Gemini makes arrangements or manipulation to believe that they're the person to make it work. I know it sounds horrible, but I can become Libra-like to be with a Libra. I can become Aries-like to become an Aries. But at the end of the day, the problem is Gemini are toddlers, and they gonna get irritable when they don't want to be this part or play this part no more. So playeristic wise, Gemini, Sagittarius, the shits. But when it comes to really committing to this form that you take, Gemini, it's a problem. With Pisces, it's not the problem. So I don't condone it unless you have other placements that are gonna make Gemini and Pisces together. I don't think they go together naturally. But if Pisces decides something Gemini is very special, can't nobody tell them not to. Can't nobody tell Pisces not to. But be careful. Because Gemini may be playing the part that Pisces loves, and Gemini might renege one day and say, I don't want to be this He-Man no more. I want to be freaking Future or Drake. I mean, it could be anything. But yeah, Virgo and Gemini. So Virgo and Gemini is tricky. I had a deep conversation with Sid, and I'm putting Sid out there. I know he ain't listening. He has a lot of Virgo energy. This sponsor has a lot of Virgo energy. Virgo loves Gemini, but they hate him too. Virgos think more logical, and Geminis are beyond logic. So what it is like, if they challenge me in the game of chess, I don't even know how to play chess. I'll ask them to play Connect 4 in checkers, or play chess while you're drinking a bunch of water on one leg, hopping down the street. The more I make it complex, the more difficult it is to beat a Gemini, because Gemini is working with two people. So the problem with that is Virgo a lot of times put Gemini in their desk like they're the teacher and Gemini's the student. Because Virgos are exalted in Mercury. Mercury is the planet of Gemini too. And they force you to answer questions just straight black and white. And Gemini don't feel comfortable. But if Gemini ever answer that question, they will really impress Virgo. So it's tricky because they're from the same planet, but they think about things different. For example, I came to my Virgo friends. I said, I want to earn my stripes like a lion. Earn my stripes like a lion is the #1 statement for Virgo and Gemini. A lion does not have physical stripes like a tiger does. So Virgo will try to correct you and say, you mean you want to earn your stripes like a tiger? And Gemini said, no, I want to earn my stripes like a lion. So when you think about Gemini, the way Gemini think is, a lion was not born with stripes, so he had to earn the stripes. And what are stripes to a lion? A stripes to a lion is like a scratch across the face from fighting another lion. You earned that. You were not born with that, like a tiger was. Or the stretch marks on a woman when she has birth. Those are marks that you earn through birth and through the struggle of having a baby, or the process of having a baby. You're not born with those. So to say I earned my stripes like a lion is more evident than saying I earned my stripes like a tiger, because the tiger's born with stripes. It did nothing to deserve those stripes. Now down the line it might do something, but for now, it was just born with those. So a lot of times, Virgo will criticize Gemini mindset for saying lion, and lion does not have physical stripes. But let me tell you something about Virgo. Virgo's intelligent enough to accept the metaphor and understand the metaphor. Now, no offense, Capricorn a little bit more harder and saying, no, a lion does not have stripes. I don't care about your metaphor, Gemini. But Virgos do come along and do admire the mind of Gemini, but sometimes they don't. Sometimes Virgos say, no, you're not gonna swing it this way with me. But when they're on the same page, it's like a Gemini has that teacher that smiles at them in the classroom and say, wow, that's amazing art you did, Gemini. That's an amazing concept you came up with the lion and the tiger. And when that happens, they can be good together. But when Virgo say, hell no, that's not going to work. A lion does not have stripes. Then Virgo going to be feisty like, you so bland, you so blank mindset, and you're not understanding me and getting me. So it's really 50-50 with Virgo and Gemini. My mind is so much more than what you see. It's more about what you feel and your spirituality. And when Virgos try to make it all about the physical and the mental, it drives me crazy. But when the Virgos say, I get that, I understand it, that was creative, that was great, Gemini. My Gemini Mars does receive Virgo as somebody who I can love. Just saying that. I hope I answer your question. Definitely something Gemini needs to work on. Love, Virgo and Gemini, 2 intellectual mind. I'm a Gemini Sun, Scorpio rising, and Leo moon. My Venus is Leo Oracle. What's your Mars? So you act like a Leo. That's what I'm getting from what you sent. But what do you love like? Because your love is in your Mars. I like you talking to Gemini's. Fun conversation. Always going to be great. Gemini rules conversation and communication, period. I agree. My Pisces, Venus, love Virgo energy. Definitely. It's meant to be that way. Note the reverse age. I look and act like a Gemini and love just like a Cancer, Venus for sure. I'm going to tell you why you're wrong, Sunset. I got a little treat for you. And I can tell you wrong. And I love you to death. But I can tell you why you're wrong. And I just made this, I said this on a lot of podcasters, but I'm going to let people know a little secret about Mr. Cancer and Mr. Aries, or Mr. Cancer and Miss Aries. It's very crazy. Sun Cancer, Moon Gemini. Yeah. Cancer and Gemini are opposite, but believe they stand the test of time. I can see it, but I wouldn't bet all my money on it. I have a Gemini Mars, Virgo Venus, and Pisces Moon. I love the combination with Sun and Leo. Definitely. All right, I'm gonna tell you something. Y'all need to really understand. I love astrology because there's certain wrinkles in the game that changes the demeanor and things. Like, astrology is not meant to be just black and white. It's certain things is exalted, certain things are rule things. And I've been saying it for a long time. It's Vona. You finna hear this right? Cause I've been teaching Vona a lot about astrology. Book one of my private sessions. They're dope. And this is gonna help Sunset out with this analogy that she loves in her Cancer Venus and not her Gemini Mars. The thing about it, what people gotta understand, I've been saying it for longer, you can watch it. There's 2 signs that don't stay put and influence a lot in your chart. And it's funny because I know this. It's Cancer and Aries. Cancer can influence your Mars. Believe it or not. Aries can influence your Mars too. That means I get angry like a Gemini, but sometimes I get angry like an Aries because my Aries saying, oh, it's war. I'm about that life. Give me that spot. And I'm like, hold on, you and my Venus, you're not supposed to be how I get angry. I get angry like a Gemini does. But Aries don't give a damn, and Cancer don't give a damn either. When you have Cancer placements, go ahead and put 2 underlines and 2 circles around it. Cancer don't stay put. Cancer do not, hear me out, this is deep, y'all. Y'all understand it. Cancer do not stay put. And Ravona knows this, because I've been telling her this, now she sees the reality of it. Cancer do not stay put. So if you have a Cancer Venus, you have a Gemini Mars, best believe Cancer is going to influence that Mars. I'm being honest. Cancer don't stay put. I've dated women that had 1 Cancer placement and a lot of masculine placements, and that Cancer still show her face. So I'm just letting you know, like, everything I say is going to relapse again. You be like, damn, he said that shit. It's simple. So that's why I'm not saying you're wrong, but I'm being honest. Cancer don't stay put. Cancer's so powerful in relationships that it will influence your Mars. But you do love like a Gemini do. What that means is not meaning you act like a Gemini and love all the time. That's what word I'm looking for? Protect. No, not protect. Okay, let's get it right. You can be a receptor. A receptor is one that when you receive Gemini energy, it turns your love is on, but it don't make you act like a Gemini. But I'm being honest. When you have Cancer or Aries placements, underline them 2 or 3 times. It's just really what it is. I'll get deep into that down the line. The opposite for me, for sure, trying to balance Gemini side with Cancer side, is not easy. LOL. But I'm telling you right now, Cancer going to get the best out of that. When it comes to relationship, you're not going to keep Cancer in the wall and say, oh, Gemini is even. Cancer will always have the upper hand. Virgo Sun, Leo Moon, Scorpio Rising. It's been my husband who is Cancer for 29 years. It works. It's about understanding the difference in each other and having compassion. I can see it. But what I ask you though, Miss Monica, what other placement you have beside that Gemini side? You'd be surprised. My longest relationship has been with the Pisces moon. I am very top heavy with masculine energy. I have one feminine energy. Well, Taurus is feminine, but I have one feminine energy that acts, which shows you energy. My Taurus side to show you how I look and my mannerism. So my Virgo moon is my emotions and my longevity. So a lot of women are on the moon sign is really important. I get you. Moon sign do one or two things. Is it going to give you long-term damage or long-term loyalty and commitment? So when you're looking to match up, most of my moon sign compatibilities are going to be feminine moon signs. I had a mystic one time tell me when I hated on my Virgo moon so bad, she said without that, you wouldn't get in a relationship. You got too much masculine energy. Gemini like to party. Aries like to party. Aries like to talk ish. I have Aries Mercury. My Virgo side and one side where a woman can really commit with me because I have a solid ground. So that's that on that. So when you look at a man's chart, and if you have feminine placements, women, Cancer, any of the water, any of the ground, you should be looking for a man that have feminine placements to provide that femininity. Yeah. I like feminine men, Mars and Virgo. Definitely, see? Definitely. Borg in the building. I think like most all Cancers men I've known, I think emotionally connected, but masculine too. Definitely, I can see that. I could definitely see that. Wow, that's a fact. Yeah, Cancer don't say put. Cancer will knock down wall. Like I tell people this, and I like I say, in the tarot cards, Libra and Aries are emperors and empresses. They over everybody. But, and I know why, but I'm not gonna get into that. I know why. And mystics are preaching that Libra and Aries is so much over everybody else. I get why they're doing that. Like I say, I don't do tarot cards, but I study the pattern and the understanding the energies because it helps me understand personal compatibilities. But the truth is, Cancer, especially in relationships, or Cancer moon especially, will make an Aries sun bow down. Like, you're gonna love this woman. I don't care. You can be cocky, talk your shit, Aries energy, but mama is at home and mama wants to let everybody know I love you, especially a female. And she's gonna like make some things happen. Oh, you want to play tricks, Gemini? Oh, you want to be saggy and swaggy? That Cancer part will be like, take care of him, love him, nourish him. Oh, that's sweet. And you be like, why am I acting this way? I got these native charges say, no, I don't want this. Don't play around with Cancer energy. It's different. I'm just telling you, I'm not even big on Cancer, but I'm saying it's different. Just made into a live driver here, maybe off the topic, but how is trucking industry going for you? Do you like to separate? Do you want to do separate channel about trucking? Not a separate channel, but I do different markets. Trucker Taurus is my market for trucking. I do videos about how I look and the troubles I have with trucking. It's in my Instagram and my IG. After the video, you can text what is it, and I can put it in the column afterwards. Astrology is more about YouTube. Sometimes I do put trucking stuff in the YouTube, but not a lot. Mostly IG and YouTube. But let's keep it rolling on that. And what's your sign and where you from? And welcome to the channel. Simple. My Gemini moon makes it feel like I'm two of me. I can go to the movies and also be alone, enjoy being alone. I I enjoy it like it never been long. And I'm gonna be honest. What up, Golden Child in the building? I call you Golden Child. You already know that. And I'm being honest with you, and I'm glad you said that. The problem I have, and the gift, because gifts and curse with Gemini energy. The problem I have with having a Gemini Mars is the fact that I hate to say this. I'm gonna give y'all my business. I could masturbate and never need a woman to have sex because my mind is ruled by Mercury. I can have sex with a woman I'm into in my mind and never touch her physically because I have a Gemini Mars. Gemini Mars is Mars is the planet of lust and action. That makes it hard for a woman to make it inevitable for me to be with her. Gemini Mars is a Sigma placement. I get into Sigma and Alpha down the line. That's going to be coming up pretty soon. So Sigma is about you don't need people. You can be an alpha, but you don't have to be an alpha. So it's complicated because when I did with a woman, the first thing I'm thinking is like, what can you offer me? Because it's not going to be sex, because sex is something I can provide for myself. Entertainment is something I can provide for myself. So my Gemini Mars is like, I don't really need you. And it's sad to say that. My Gemini Mars is like that. So I do like Aquarius a lot. Aquarius show me things that my Gemini Mars don't have. A Gemini Mars will show me things that can relate to what I do have. A Libra Mars is if and then. Sometimes I like it, sometimes I don't. Aries side sometimes can you get me amped up. But Gemini Mars is a very essential placement that makes it where you don't need people, and it's hard to date a Gemini Mars. Gemini Venus is even more complicated because it's in the love planet where Gemini don't want to be at. I have Aries Venus, so Aries Venus is more about the body. I want to touch a woman's body. I want to touch a woman's energy. There's more personal, that's more relationship bound, even though it's a troublesome spot for Aries. But that's the two dynamics I have. Hey, showing some love, darn, what Gemini do now? You hear me? Cancer be taking that shit too. Definitely. And low-key, what's your zodiac, where you from, what's your channel? Makes sense. Cancer, Aries, and Capricorn are the cardinal signs. Definitely. And Capricorn got some power, but it just does it a lot different. Capricorn is very unique and dominant too. A lot of Capricorn energy. Capricorn is a feminine sign, but everybody, even including me, thought it was masculine because it's from a masculine planet and exalted my masculinity, which means that it's ultra masculine. But let me tell you about something about Capricorn. Capricorn is still under Cancer. Cancer says, I still got your ass. Anything with family is Cancer. So the father zodiac was Capricorn is family because the father is family, so it's under Cancer. Sorry, Cappies. Y'all under Cancer. That's how powerful Cancer is. Cancer don't give a damn about what planet you from, what energy you got. If you family, you're under Cancer. If you're about business and that work and that grind, you're under Leo. I love it that way because it's like nobody gets too much power. I'm a Gemini sun, Cancer moon. So I'm going to tell you right now, that Cancer moon running the show. I don't even care what your other placement, I'm not saying I don't care, but I don't even need to acknowledge what your other placement is. Cancer moon is running that freaking show. You a woman too? Cancer moon is running that show. You may look like a Gemini to everybody else, but you may need to start making the shirt say Cancer gang, because I've been playing with you. Go ahead and rep the Gemini girl. But Cancer is running that show. So Venus in Cancer influences Taurus and Mars. Woman or man, number one? Are you speaking Delta in a woman or a man? To be honest with you, either way you put it, yes. But if it's a woman, hell yeah. Hell yeah. If it's a man, sometimes it does. You know, Taurus is exalted in the moon. Cancer rules the moon. So Cancer chose Taurus, not Taurus chose Cancer. But if it's a woman, hell to fuck yes. Yes, sorry my language. But if it's a woman with a Cancer Venus, yes. Yes. Because, be honest with you, I'm a Taurus man. I love my Taurus energy. But I'm going to tell you right now, my Taurus side ain't running shit over here. It's just how I look and my mannerism, how I deal with things. So I look calm when I'm talking, but really I'm loud. Really I'm talkative. Really I'm two sides, even though I look like I'm one side. I'm model and I look like, oh, you Taurus, you suave, you look good. But my Gemini side, like I'm just playing with the games. Aries side, like I might be into it. I might pop my collar a little bit. I might not give a damn about it, but it's not going to change my mannerism. So like I say, hell yeah if it's a woman. If it's a man, yes. If it's a man, yes, but not always. You got to understand, some Cancer is very comfortable in Venus. Taurus is not comfortable in Mars, but Taurus finds a comfort in Mars. So, yes, hell yeah, it could happen. Moon is exalted in Taurus, so your Venus, Moon, and Mars are intertwined, Delta. Deep information, thank you. Facts. I can't run from my Cancer placement. Cancers, man, they all say put. I'm telling you right now, you're going to find a lot of people when y'all date that may have one Cancer placement and all these masculine energies. And that Cancer placement is still going to have to be underlined. Queen. I call it the girl, even though guys don't like it. I feel you. But she's not to be ignored. He is not to be ignored. Cancer is not to be ignored, period. If you're sleeping on Cancer, think it's weak, you need help. Because Cancer is so powerful. Even more powerful than my Taurus in this, I'm sorry to tell you. It can be more powerful than Gemini, no offense. Cancer is that. It's that. So Cancer people, Cancer energy people need to be more conscious about their energies more than anybody else. Aries and Cancer need to be very conscious. Because Cancer will kill you as much as they'll help you out. Be careful. Cancer is not to be played with. If you think it's a joke, I'm telling you right now, I'm going to tell you a story in a minute. It's funny. In fact, I can't run from a Cancer place. Okay, I'm wondering about Mars and Taurus with Venus and Cancer woman, and I'm a Scorpio and a Scorpio moon. How that intertwines. Okay. So a woman who has Taurus Mars is gonna love with Taurus energy. The Venus in Cancer in a woman is how they act. So believe it or not, even though I told y'all about the Mars is how a woman loves and a Venus is how a woman acts, the truth of the matter is, unless you want some type of wacky type of drug, please help me figure out what drug that is, because I might want to pop to. Women, you're going to be in your Venus more. It's no way for you to be in that passion zone of your Mars, but for moments of time. So 9 times out of 10, when you wake up in the morning, women, wherever your Venus is, the hell with your sun. I'm telling you right now, the hell with your sun for right now. You're going to be in your Venus. Men, to hell with your sun. You're going to wake up in your Mars. I am a Gemini Mars. Because I have a Taurus mannerism and I want things to be calm and smooth and I'm adaptable and routine. When I wake up, I got 2 twins. So I'm like, hey. So I got to be like, chill. I want to be Taurian-like. So for the first hour of the day, I don't talk. I don't call nobody up unless I have to call somebody up. And I'm just in silent because I'm trying to like get my twins from jumping around because I can't take it. I'm a Taurus sun. So a woman that has a Cancer Venus is going to wake up Cancer-like. They're going to move Cancer-like. When they start to love you, they're going to be Taurus-like. Now, what's the difference between Cancer and Taurus? Is a lot of different spectrums, and it depends on your placements. Like I say, a fire sign look at Taurus different, an air sign look at a Taurus different, a ground sign look at a Taurus different. So depending on your Venus and your Mars, you're gonna look at this woman different. So with her being Venus, she's gonna be like really mother-like, seem real sensitive, seem really emotional by how she acts. When she loves you, it's gonna be more in the Mars. Now, different between me, you're gonna have a different perception because you're not my placements. My placements see people different than your placements do. Now, I do have a Gemini Mars, so I can be chameleon-like, and I can shape and trying to figure out how you feel and you see that person, but it's going to be different. So the difference between Cancer and a Taurus is, to me, in a relationship, is a Taurus is like more settled and more used to the environment, whether if it's bad or good. Being Taurus and Mars, her love is going to be suited for comfort and routine. So if y'all have movie night on Friday, when she's passionate about something, she's going to be trying to hold on to routine things y'all do. Taurus, Mars, love is shown by cooking for you, showing you, giving you food, or it might be just sleeping on you all day long. Taurus passion, I know it sounds weird, can be just the fact that they let their guard down enough to sleep on you, on your chest at night. Aries got this too, but it's different. Whenever you meet a Taurus woman, or a woman with a lot of Taurus energy when it comes to passion and love, if they fall asleep on your couch, I know it sounds weird, that's a sign of love. This is knowledge, y'all. This is knowledge. Hit that chat or whatever. I'm just playing. But it is what it is. It's knowledge. Taurus show they show you love in so many different ways. They eat your food. If I eat a woman food and I'm smiling at her, believe it or not, that's Taurus energy. I know it sounds weird, like, what the fuck you eat my food and thinking that's a benefit me. If a Taurus say, baby, please make that cheese sandwich you make, or that soup you make, it's so amazing, that's Taurian energy. If they smile at you and make a little noise while they're eating, it's so impolite to everybody else, like, that's Taurus energy saying, baby. If they sleep on your couch all day long, a lot of fire signs and air signs be like, why the hell you been lazy? You came to see me in the flight and you want to sleep all day. But if a Taurus sleep on your couch for hours and be so comfortable, let their stuff be wide open where you can steal from them, that's Taurian energy love. It's different. That's why Cancer loves Taurus, because Cancer loves to do those things to make a man or a woman feel comfortable. And when Taurus lay down on their lap and just say baby or that's how a Taurus shows love. And it's like I say, some people may love to do that, but some people might be like, you little what it is, you little what do they call when somebody take from you and don't give back? You know what I'm talking about. You little taker and not giver. But Taurus, when they let their guard down and be comfortable around you, that's the greatest essence of love for a Taurus. So yeah, let me read some of these. Warning about Mars and Taurus with Venus and a Scorpio moon, how that entwines. Gemini be lying, don't even try to admit it. I mean, it's possible. It's possible. It's not wrong. It's just possible. Me being overly Gemini wise and not understand my placement, I can't lie. I am capable of lying. I'm capable of manipulation in a bad way. I defend myself like a Gemini. So if you hurt me, I'm not trying to physically hurt you back. I'm trying to manipulate you. Manipulation can be a lie. So I can see that it's not wrong. But like I say, spiritually evolving is not seeing what's wrong and right so much as knowing why is it wrong and why is it right, and what's the usage for it, and what's the meaning behind it. So clinginess can be negative. So when Cancer's clingy and stuff, that can be horrible, but it can be great too. We're talking about proportions of things you need to make a relationship succeed and things you overly do, which we'll get more into part 2 about it. What is exactly that your partner needs from you? We the same but flipped around. Those placements are compatibility depending on their houses. They both share similar wants: food, comfort, nice environment, intimacy. Taurus values stability. Definitely, comfort is stability to me. Cancer values emotional intelligence. Not go until I take it. I mean, I always call you that, bro. I'm a Leo from Rosharon. I didn't say that right. Texas. That's near Houston. I go by there a lot. Welcome to the channel. Erico, that's what's up. But Cancer can be too much at times emotionally if you go too deep with her. But like I say, like number 19, what's up, girl? In the building. If you don't know your placements, you can be in too much of anything. That's the funny part. And I'm gonna be honest, I feel bad for the women, because there's more women in the chat than men. They're gonna meet a lot of people who are not into astrology. This is truth. More men gonna find women in astrology than women are. And y'all women gonna have to make up what they don't understand. So knowing your placement, you're gonna look at their chart, the man chart, and you're gonna maybe have to act like you don't know, because some men ain't gonna take you telling them about their chart. They're gonna be like, well, you evil, you're the devil, all these things like that. So you're gonna have to ignore that fact. I have to do it sometimes with women, but not often as men have to do it. I mean, women have to do it. And you're gonna find somebody, you're gonna have to make it up. You're gonna know they got Aries Venus like me, so they're gonna be fiery, intense, fast with their passion, and you're gonna be like, okay, I got something to deal with it. Let me substitute this here. Let me channel myself. The act of separation is about being able to channel your placements and give the necessary needs. And you're gonna have to do more work. Akeem, you're gonna have to do more work because you know more if you date somebody who don't know astrology. And especially if they super religious, not spiritual, but religious, they're gonna tell you, don't bring that evil in my house, and you're gonna have to make the adjustments to make it work. You're gonna look at their chart and know in the long run y'all can be together, but y'all have some obstacles. You're gonna have to fix them. You're gonna have to fix some obstacles. I've done it in the past, and it just the way of life is. I can't make everybody be in astrology. I can't make everybody read their channel and know about their Mars and Venus. Not just their sun and moon and rising, but their Mars and Venus. So you're going to meet somebody and you're going to know it's going to be compatible, but you're going to have obstacles and you're going to sit there and stomach it, and they're never going to know why you're stomaching it, because you took the initiative to know spiritually what unites you. You're going to see a woman or a man that sexually is attracted to your compatibility, or you sexually attracted to theirs, and knowing y'all can have sex that night. And you may want to get in, homies. And to me, homies in the building, but y'all may want to get in. You may manipulate that girl to know what placement is going to activate her sexuality and get it in, knowing it's not going to be long term. Women, you know it's going to be long term, but the sex may be iffy off your spirituality. So you may manipulate the situation to have sex with him there to sacrifice your body just to have a long-term relationship. This is trickery of astrology. And this is why my channel, or our channel, me and this channel, is different than other people. I can't tell you about what you're going to do. I'm not a psychic. I'm not a tarot card reader. I'm not even a healer. But I can tell you how to read signs and see things in a person that's going to come up, period. But let me read these comments and close out pretty soon. We almost there. But my Mars and Sagittarius and Venus and Aquarius, I don't think that's a bad combination, bro, Delta. But it can be hard for relationships. It's masculine energy. But you have a Virgo moon like I do, so you're gonna be fine. I think men who have no knock toward men who have masculine moons, but I think men who have feminine moons are going to do better with relationships. I think masculine moons are going to do better with not giving a damn what nobody think about them or say about them. So they may be more ambitious and better for business in society. What up, Slim in the building? Moon in Sag, Mercury's in Pisces, Mars in Taurus, Venus in Cap. I don't think it'd be hard for you, bro. Outside of your Sag your Sag moon, I'm not trying to say Sag moons can't be in successful relationships, but y'all got that I don't give a damn what nobody think type of attitude. That needing to explore and be independent. But on the surface level of Mars and Venus and Cap, two feminine placements. Mercury is feminine too. That's great for a relationship. I'm just saying. What up? Miss Cappy in the building. Loves Capricorn, Cancer. I disagree. What you disagree about, Miss Cappy? Capricorn Sun, Virgo Moon, the two Earth signs, more practical than emotional. Mars and Sag can be sensitive, but is very masculine. And Aquarius Venus is also very masculine. I'm gonna be honest with you. I ain't met too many Mars and Sag be sensitive. I'm not saying they can't. I'm just saying from my experience. To get a Sag to be sensitive, you done did some very amazing. If I can get Sag to be sensitive, I done did something very amazing. Teach me the tool. Sag is the hardest one to crack when it comes to any sensitivity. Y'all got Sag placements out there. Tell me you agree or disagree. If you get a Sag to be sensitive or emotional, damn, teach me. Please, master, teach me. Because I'm telling you right now, they can give you energy of sensitivity, but it's not real. It's not that, but I'm not saying it's impossible because I don't have Sagittarius placements. I can only tell you that to accomplish that, you may have got that sensitivity from another placement, and it may be in Sagittarius Mars. But sensitivity, emotional, how to Sag, I wouldn't bet my money on it. I'm not saying it's impossible. If you did it, you that motherfucker that did it. Sorry. You that nigger, or you that that did it. But I wouldn't bet it. And if you tell people that, Miss Cole, they're going to fail more time than they succeed. I'm just being honest. I'm not knocking your statement, but good luck. Good luck. Try to make a Sag emotional. I'm just saying. I attract a lot of Capricorn. My Cancer side likes it, but my Gemini side wants to rebel. See, definitely. But your Cancer side going to make the last decision, even though you love your Gemini side, because you're more in your Cancer during the day, and also the Cancer going to influence your Gemini side. This is how it is. Cancer don't run me. Okay. I don't want to believe, shaking my head, but that puts a lot of in perspective, Monica. But I can bet you love him though, like no other. Ace, you rarely mention your Virgo moon side. You are a Virgo moon, right? So here's the thing about Virgo side, and why I rarely mention it. My Virgo moon don't want to do the podcast. My Virgo moon rather be talk to people and help them silently without me posting any videos. My Virgo moon rather me not post any Instagram pictures of me or anything bragging about how I am. My Virgo moon rather me just being helpful and being healthy. My Virgo moon don't care about six pack. My Virgo moon don't care about how I look as much as my skin is healthy, my body is healthy. So when I'm on a podcast, I'm more Gemini and Aries energy. My Aries side like to be flashy. My Gemini side like to intrigue people's minds and learn people. So you're going to get more of that, even though my Virgo moon is sitting back like, you better not get out of line too much. But I don't want to be critical of myself. I want to tell y'all the rawness of myself. Talking to y'all about porno and masturbation, that's not comfortable with my Virgo moon side. But I don't want to be, what is shallow? I want to tell you the deep, in-depth parts of me. And even though my Virgo moon is existent, that's where I am behind closed doors, my Virgo moon is not raw. It's pure. It's more or less, I want you to only see the good sides of me and things are going to help you out. So when I'm on the podcast, I forcefully try to activate my Aries side and my Gemini side, because that's like the raw and uncut. Gemini's, my Virgo side is more about just help people out. Like I told y'all before, the super chat means y'all send donations stuff. It helps out with the channel, and I appreciate it. My Virgo side don't want to ask y'all to donate anything, because like you're supposed to help people out, and that shouldn't cost anything, which is true. But my Gemini Mars said, like, if you ever going to do a pop the balloon, or you ever going to do networking and stuff, you may need to make more money to do that. Like, I don't spend none of my YouTube money on anything but YouTube stuff, because I got money. Like, I'm not broke. But one of the hardest things for me to do was to ask people, sometimes send a super chat here and there. $1, $2, $10 is fine. A session is $30, and then you never had to pay $30 again. It sounds bad to my Virgo moon. Like, why are you asking for money? Which I'm not really asking or demanding, but the things I want to do with the channel, the way I want to help people out, I don't have the money to do it. I have the money to pay my rent, my bills, even my luxury stuff I like to do. I have a Jaguar. Like I'm not struggling at all. But the things I really want to do, the celebrities, people I want to go on the podcast, is going to take us support. And like I say, if you never ever do a super chat, you always welcome to be in here. I'm gonna treat you like somebody who did the super chat, because the super chat is not for me, but it's for us to support somebody else, somebody who may help the channel out, who's not on the channel, who's not around. Uh, but that's hard. I had to attack my Virgo moon, who don't want any part of that. Aries Venus don't give a fuck. Run it up, motherfucker. That was my Aries Venus saying. My Gemini Mars saying, like, okay, that's what it's going to be. So I say that to say I've become a point in my life spiritually where I know what placements are doing what. I can't totally control my placements. Like if I come around a woman who activates my Aries Venus, I can't say, motherfucking Aries Venus, shut up. It don't work that way, but I know when the energy's there. And I look at their chart, and 9 times out of 10, they have a placement that's compatible with my Venus. So I know what it is, and I know what happens. My Virgo, my Gemini side, how I act. My Aries side comes out when I'm passionate about somebody, and when I think about if I want to be with them or not, my Virgo moon comes out. I talk like an Aries do. I talk fast. I talk passionate, loud. And I know my placements. So like I say, with this podcast, in part 2 going to be the same subject. I'm not changing subject. It may be a different post, but the same subject, how to love. And we didn't really get deep into that yet. So part 2 is definitely going to get into that. Y'all got to look at y'all chart and see, do y'all have the placements to be compatible with the person you desire? Stop looking at the sun, because the sun is just going to be your manner. Now, sometimes the sun going to matter because you ain't liking the essence of somebody. I get you. But that Mars and that Venus, that moon is going to be very active in relationships. I met people who had Aries Mars. I'm in love with Aries Mars. I got Aries Venus. I love Leo Mars. I love Sag Mars. But that moon was off. My Virgo moon didn't like it. And like I said earlier, my moon is pretty much long-term damage or long-term healing. Your moon is your soul. So I've been with the longest people in my life who are compatible with my moon sign. And the women that I've been with for a good period of time that was incompatible with my moon sign have damaged me the worst. So, not trying to throw anybody in the bus. I love everybody's sign for what they are. But Leo moon has hurt me really bad. Aries moon has really hurt me really bad. So I'm not saying I won't date them signs, but yes, it has a long-term damage on me because my moon is longevity. Everybody's moon is longevity, believe it or not. Even though we're looking at the sun sign is initial, and the moon sign is longevity. So I do look at women or men when they say moon sign is this, but Mars and Venus cannot be ignored. Believe it or not, ladies, if you activate a person Mars, it can unite their Venus. Only a special type of woman, no offense, I'm not saying you're not special, women, but only a special type of woman compatibility can go straight to a man's Venus with bypassing the Mars. But most women are going to unite the Mars first and then the Venus, meaning that man does think with the other head, no offense. And a woman who has a Mars that my Mars likes will take the time to get to know them, and sometimes my Venus comes along later. Some women just hit my Venus off top. And depending on the placements, excuse me, it could be quick, fast, in a hurry. But let me read some of these. Cancer and Venus, I'm a Leo. Cancer can be a little fiery too. I don't really even call it fiery, but I get what you're saying though. Cancer not more powerful than Capricorn. I had a Cancer told me she kicked me. I'm gonna be honest with you, bro. Delta, Cancer is more powerful than Capricorn. I'm gonna be honest. The first time ever I just straight up disagree with you, bro. I agree with a lot of stuff. But I'm here to tell you, Cancer is more powerful than Capricorn. Cancer's over Capricorn, believe it or not. I mean, I don't like it, but it is what it is. There's my Cancer. Venus is strong. I do not like to get along with Cancer, men or women. I mean, your placement's saying that, but to be honest, you have a placement that really likes Cancer, Slim. I'm calling you out. But you have a lot of placements that don't like Cancer. So in the right placement, you can be fine with Cancer. Don't knock Cancer altogether. Just realize what placements you have that like Cancer and what don't like Cancer. Because I think you have a Taurus Mars, a Taurus Venus. That will love Cancer, and Cancer will love that. So don't knock Cancer altogether. Think you're looking too much into the sun sign, like I say. It's such a Aries Mercury. He loves talking about himself. Definitely. In the past, I would have been offended, but I'm not. I am what I am, and I accept it. I got 3 Capricorns. Cancer can be very defensive. You have to use your words carefully because you could take things as an attack. They could take things as attack, and self-pity is huge with Cancer. It can be and it cannot be. With power comes responsibility. That's what people ain't understand. With great power comes great responsibility. How powerful is Aries? It's powerful as shit. How powerful is Cancer? It's powerful. So like I say, no matter how much things or items that you have in your astrology sign is powerful, if you overdo it, it's always going to be too much because the yin and the yang, the balance, is not meant to be overdue. It's hard to control these elements that's so strong. So if you have Cancer placement, they're amazing. Cancer is so amazing, but it's so powerful. It's like putting salt on your food. It can make it taste amazing, or it can make it taste too salty and you don't even want it no more. It's horrible. So the much is not. I'm going toward Cancer. I used to be the same audience of people saying I don't like Cancer, but the truth is I love Cancer, but I can't have a lot of Cancer energy because I don't have a lot of Cancer. I mean, I don't have a lot of feminine energy to support that. But a good amount of a Cancer is a miracle that everybody who wants loving, who wants to be nourished, who wants to be taken care of. Cancer is the moment that all. That mama that's always down your throat is too much, and that mama who always won't let you go is too much too. Cancer's got a high responsibility to really lock in on what they're able to do because it don't take much from a Cancer to show love. And if you don't do it the right way, it can become deadly. Gemini women and Scorpio men, please, thank you. Send that after the video. After the video, send that request so I remember to do it. From now on, when y'all send requests of compatibilities, if it's not on track to the subject, I want to do a separate video on that. So please, afterwards, I'll look at it and I'll do a video on that. It's tricky. It's too tricky to get into at the end of the podcast, but I don't want to ignore people's requests. So after the videos posted and you see everything's good and it allow you to do a comment Gemini woman and Scorpio man, and I'll break it down. It would help to know your natal charts because there's something in Gemini women that would work with Scorpio men, and something in Scorpio men that would work, and there's some things that go against each other. But Gemini Scorpio right off top, I'm gonna say this to leave you with this. Scorpio admires Gemini energy. Just be honest. Gemini don't trust Scorpio. I'm be honest, I don't trust Scorpio. I know what Scorpio's angles are, and it can get real tricky. Gemini like to talk or give stuff away to show the uniqueness of a Gemini, and Scorpio's taking notes. Not so much to love you, but also to be able to control you more. Gemini like attachment. Scorpio like to be more close and controlling over you. Gemini like danger, and Scorpio is definitely dangerous. There's a way to make it work, but like I say, the chart has to line up on point. And like I say, leave that. What placements he can be to be more active? See, Delta already on it. Cancer's clingy but devoted. I mean, I can agree. Yeah, they downplay us like we weak, but not crybabies, and just feel things on a deeper level. See things before they happen. That's our sixth sense sign. Sense sign. I'm not clingy, but I love you. It's go be the love you will never find again. Mm. Appreciate the donation. Like I said, I don't demand anybody to donate anything, but I do want to do pop the balloon. I do want to put everything I've told you to test. I do want to have female contestants on here and contestants on here. I do want to do interviews with people, and I want to show you how astrology works through people. I can't do that with my regular money. My regular money for my bills and my personal pleasures. Everything that y'all send is going to the channel. I promise you 100%. I will never spend anything on YouTube to go through my personal things. When y'all see better visuals or better stand, like I got stand right now is breaking down. I gotta get another stand. Anything from YouTube, go to YouTube. And like I say, I'm never going to demand y'all. Y'all make this channel what it is by just showing up. If you missed the podcast or come in late, watch the replay because we get paid off the replay, not by the live. The live makes the show, but the replay pays the show. So I appreciate that. I'm gonna keep saying that, not like I'm begging for money, but more or less, I want to grow and get bigger. I really want to make it where we can do a pop the balloon based on astrology, or I can show you, because me telling you one thing, but me showing you what energies are happening is going to be bigger than me just talking to you. And I can't spend my personal money on it, but so much. I do want to go to Houston. I do want to go to New York. I do want to go to Cali, and that money will be spent by what y'all give to the channel on my end, on the astrology end. I'm not saying this will or not do it, but I'm saying on my end, I promise you, I'm not spending none of my YouTube money on anything that's not YouTube based. And I help you, you help somebody else by donating. I got private sessions too. Email me that, and I'll hook you up with that. But like I said, my Virgo moon never wanted to ask anybody to donate, but I want to make this 1 million subscribers, 1 million people in here. And y'all know y'all started this. Y'all created this. Y'all the original people. Delta been in here for a while. More been in here for a while. I love it when I don't have to ask you what your zodiac and where you from. Sunset been there for a while, but she tapped out for a little bit. She back in there. Hope I see her more. I like to memorize y'all because y'all are the stars. Y'all are the people who are the pioneers of the channel. I can come on here by myself and talk to myself a while, but without y'all, like, the channel won't grow. So like I said, I'm never demand y'all to do super chats, but if y'all do a super chat of $1, I don't care. It's still something, $2 something, and I will always appreciate that. And we're gonna grow together, man. Like, I want to do more. I want to come to your city. I want to do counseling for relationships and everything else. And we'll move on. My Venus is in Aries too. My Mars in Libra. And I'm gonna tell you something right now. That can be very interesting. Very interesting. I'm dating a Gemini, dating a Scorpio. Definitely, little baby. I said it wrong probably. I'm sorry. Please text that combination after the show. After, like, my video, probably wait till tomorrow, and I will do a video just on what I think about Gemini. I promise you I'll do this. Just off of Gemini and Scorpio. I will break it down off of Scorpio man, and Gemini man. Gemini woman, sorry. I'm tipsy. Tipsy. But please, like, I want to do videos that center upon what y'all want. So after the video, y'all leave them. Now, I will wake up early, fuck my truck trip. I'll be a little sleepy, caffeine, and I will personally break down the angles of it. A said, tonight is gentlemen showing appreciation for the men in the chart that value the knowledge of the star. Definitely. Man, I'm telling you right now, and I'm not trying to talk ish. When you date somebody, you got to ask yourself, and appreciate all the donations, You gotta ask yourself, what does a man bring to the table? A lot of social media tell you provide, work, grind. That's so, son. No offense to Leo. I'm sorry. I love your son. No offense to Aries is often the sun. But there's so much in the sun. So the moon is about spirituality. So let me tell you the truth. A woman who gets me in a relationship, number one, if I agree to be in a relationship with you, I know what you're capable of. I know what you can tolerate and what you are elevated and exalted to do. So when I talk to a woman, the benefit I give you is the pressure I add to anybody else will smash them and crash them. Aries Venus is going to add pressure. Virgo Moon going to add pressure. But the pressure I add to you is going to create you to be a diamond. And it's nothing like meeting somebody. And I'm on myself. I'm ruled by Aries energy. I'm going to make you so much better. I'm going to make you so much better. And I'm going to understand when you get mad at me that you love me. You're mad at me, but you love me. And I'm going to know how to push triggers in you to make you be so much better. And it's going to start with the body. And it's going to drift off into the mind. And then when you get on that level with me, it's going to hit spirituality. I will make you so much better. And even if we don't work out, you're going to be better with me moving on than you was before you know me. That's not an arrogance like I don't know. I'm accepting what I am. When you meet a man who don't tell me about no astrology is, women, I'm sorry, you're going to have to do the work. You're going to have to do the heavy lifting of knowing that this man has a moon in Cancer. You got to be careful what you say to him. You got to emotionally support that. He has Aries and Venus. You need passion. He has a sun and ego in this way. You need to deal with it this way. So I'm not trying to knock you women, but y'all going to have a lot of struggle. That's why we praise the men earlier, say, y'all taking the initiative to learn these energies so y'all can help a woman out. Akeem, Delta, when y'all start locking into your energies, you're going to be able to look at a woman, be amazed by how she look, but you're going to be able to say, okay, in the long term, your moon is this. I can provide this for you. Your Venus is this is how you acting right now, but your Mars is this is how you're going to show passion. So you're not going to ask questions like, oh my goodness, how do you show love toward me? How do you love me? Why are you so detached? Or why are you so intense? Or why are you so clingy? You're going to know what it is. And not only knowing what it is, you're going to know you have the abilities to provide spiritual food and nourishment for that woman. Like I say, women, I'm sorry, I can't say that. I can't make men on the channel. It's 75, 85% women on the channel. So you're going to find a man who don't do astrology like that. And you're going to have to do the heavy lifting. And I'm sorry it's the way it is, but it's just how it is. But I can proudly say from me studying, I can meet a line to know what she's going to want off her placements. Knowing that we're going to have difficulties here, I can help her. I know if I'm getting on her nerves. I can meet a Sagittarius and know what it's going to be, or Aries or Cancer, whatever. And I can know if I have the ability to make it work versus me just guessing and wasting her time. That's the gift of astrology. It's not the devil. Let me read these comments. Let me finish up. My Aries, my Venus Aries 2, Mars and Libra. Cancer keeps a lot inside and play nice. Appreciate that. Some say I'm dating. Some say I'm so damn random. Yeah, it's going to be fire. I want to do a pop the balloon, real talk. But it's everything okay. Money, come to Vegas. I'm gonna be honest with y'all. Vegas and Cali has a lot of representatives, subscribers, and I want to get there. I've never been to Vegas or Cali. I want to get there, and that's a goal. And I will put my personal money into it too. But I talked to this. We got to get Cali and we got to get Vegas. It's a must. That whole West Coast, Washington, Cali, we have to do it. You look into date younger or older women. The spirit of a woman has to be younger. It's not about the physical so much. Now I ain't gonna lie. When I say that, Gemini energy keeps you youthful. So I look young because I got Gemini energy. Maya has Gemini energy. I think Ashanti has Gemini energy. Gemini energy keeps you young. So It's not so much. Dallas is not too complicated because we pass by Dallas a lot. It's just about setting up the time and having a good network. You have to email me on that, and we just gotta have a good situation for that. Because I don't want to come. No offense, so I say I don't want to come just for us to meet up versus me having a good network that's going to provide a lot for others. Because personal things is not the agenda when I meet at an area. But like I said, I'm working toward it. Just a start. Great live, Sunset. Yeah, thank you for shouting everybody out, Delta. Like I say, man, it's the men in this conversation or these blogs are very, man, come on now. They could easily watch a business channel about how to make your money or how to look, shave your facial hair, grow your hair out, and be like, okay, this is what's going to get the woman I want. Work out. But for them to go on here and really hit that moon, get into that spiritual nature, it's, like I say, it's them really trying to get the inside of themselves to be on point. Well, part 2 is going to talk about something I didn't get to talk about. I apologize to the one Gemini's out there that wanted me to really talk about her placements. I'm going to do it next podcast. About the hardest signs to be compatible with. Wink, wink. I think air and water is the hardest for relationships. I will get more into that in the next podcast. There may be a part 3. I don't know. Part 2, part 3. But next podcast, we're going to be talking about when your placements, how Venus and women, how you act, and your love is different, and what you're going to need to sacrifice and what you're going to need to look for in a man natal chart. He's going to talk more about minimizing women's masculinity to get a feminine result, which is family, and men optimizing their femininity to get a feminine result, which is a family. It's going to get really deep. It's going to get really personal. I am going to attack some placements, but not to say I hate your placement, but just you may have to minimize this. You may have to understand that this part of you is not relationship valuable. And that's what we're going to talk about next podcast. This your boy King Nation Nova Slay. Like I said, I appreciate everybody supporting donation tonight. Even if it's just $1, even if it's just $2, whatever you do, all proceeds will go to the building block of us making this channel bigger. If I get to 1 million, 2 million, y'all know y'all started with me, and I will always recognize y'all for who y'all are, and never ignore the status that y'all have created and for yourselves and for me. But with that being said, this your boy King Nation Nova Slating, logging out for Nova Chronicles. Peace.